Yeah.
No, you're not part of this.
Young gun, come on.
Like you mean?
Young gun.
Like, no, there's no rule.
Young gun, you're right. You ain't a part of that. Your mom ain't a part of that.
Congratulations.
Young gun.
Okay, trivia question. Oh, I forgot your word. Come on, ball players in Mika. A lot of D1 scholarships. We have 2 WNBA players here. We have people that have gone pretty far in the world of basketball. But what do they have in common?
They all used to take charges.
And like
Wait, this is my girl.
as I said, Janelle is a throwback to this group. Essays.
No, hold on.
Good boy.
True, we gotta shine.
Cofield.
The name of the essay, how do you make chicken salad out of chicken feathers?
Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, I don't feel bad anymore. Rob.
These are my chicken
Rob.
feathers.
Rob. I don't feel bad. I don't want to try. Get him sick.
If you don't have, on a serious note, if you don't have Mr. Davis's number in your cell phone, take out your cell phone right now. Mr. Davis, repeat it.
In Brooklyn, the number is 347-661-5247.
I spoke to him last night, and I said, how many people are coming tonight? He said, I don't know. He says, maybe about 40. Well, heck, there's a heck of a lot more than 40 people here. I was trying to count the house, and it looks like it's at least 80 people here, and I am totally in awe of some of the people I've seen here today, who I haven't seen in many years, and it just shows how much they love the guy, how much they care about him. A lot of people have gone through a lot of lengths to get here, to come here at their own expense and travel a great distance. I spoke to him on the phone this morning. We were talking about how the F train is going, and I heard in the background, he was out in the park, he was your left hand, he was talking to the kids. He'll be doing that hopefully for the next 50 years. I think this speaks volumes how everybody feels about him, and what a great guy he is, and what a wonderful job he's done. A labor of love that he's brought to all the young ladies and everybody else all these years. I think it's a testimonial, and it's just absolutely awe-inspiring. I just wanted to say thanks very much. Pleasure being your friend.
Thank you, Mr. Silver.
Hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Kim. I guess Brooklyn Tech, class of 02. I don't have, I guess, as much athletic prowess and as much, I guess, connection with Mr. Davis as everybody else I'm hearing. I'm kind of jealous, but my story with Mr. Davis is I started out in his PE class, and all of a sudden he goes, "You're gonna join my basketball team," and I said, "No, I'm not." And he said, "Yes, you are." And I said, "I don't know anything about basketball. I don't like running. I don't like doing anything that makes me sweat." And I remember Tiffany was actually in the team, and she goes, "Hey, you should try it. I'm part of it." And I remember taking the permission slip to my mother. She said, "What? You basketball? You sure? You don't like to run?" And I said, "I know, but we'll see what happens." But, you know, thanks to Mr. Davis, I must say that basketball has been a vital part of my life since then. I met my husband playing basketball. I refed, coached, played on basketball teams in college. And now I'm coaching 11th graders in the CYO. So, you know, thanks to him just making me join his team, you know, basketball has been such an integral part of my life. You know, I would probably have been more of a nerd if it wasn't for him, but, you know, I definitely want to say thank you for introducing me to the game, and which is now my passion. Thank you so much.
This view. Hello everyone, my name is Stephanie. I'm one of the recent Mikas, class of 2008. The first time I ever met Mr. Davis was kind of being Kendra's tail. Went to one of the practices at Dean Street, and he said, you know, you look like you're pretty strong, you can play. So I said, oh, okay. It was a game, he gave me a jersey and said, okay, you can play. And I kind of had it confused between football and basketball, so I fouled out. But he was right, I was pretty strong. So, you know, just after a couple of practices and working with him, I've grown closer to Mr. Davis. I found out that nothing in his house is edible. You know, you can't eat anything but chocolate. Hershey's, chocolate bars, you can have that, or water. His juice, you couldn't drink it, because it was either black, green, or you didn't know what was in it. You know, his food was bland, you know, rice cakes, it was like with the sugar. So anyway, only reason why I went to his house was to fix either his VCR, his TV, his DVD player. He got this new machine and he's like, I need you to help me put it together. I know how to get on it once it's together, but you gotta help me put it together. So I became his techie. I'm still his techie.
Yeah.
The beginning of, when I first came in, the first thing he said was, where's my music? Because he got a new MP3 player, he wanted me to put music on it for him. I had to convert like 150 tapes into CD. Now I gotta convert them into MP3. Wow. So, Mr. Davis, thank you so much for everything you've done. You'll get your music, you'll get it. But I promise you, by the end of the summer, we're gonna get you a real MP3 player. I'm planning on getting you an iPod, and I'll teach you how to use it. Because that other MP3 player is one of those $7.99 ones that will break. Right, like 80 gig for who you said? Sam Cooke? Yeah. Sam Cooke. You have every album of Sam Cooke on that iPod. Sammy Burke? Solomon Burke. Sam Cooke, Solomon Burke.
Everything. And the persuasion.
So if everybody can help me out and compose a list for me, that would be great.
I got one.
Just put all the names down. My email is steffiet90@yahoo.com. Do you still use your Bluetooth? Your Bluetooth still works? No. Well, I upgraded him. He used to use the headphones, you know, the big telemarketer with the... He used to be driving. He'd be like, Stephanie, can you put it on my head? So I'm like trying to untangle, put it on his head. But again, I have enjoyed teaching you from the 8-track to the iPod. I love you.
I actually got stuck in this group. I don't do very well in public speaking, but since it's for Mr. Davis, I have to do it.
Go.
I like to say that the women that you see here, you can thank Mr. Davis to me, because if it wasn't for him, I could not say that I have a master's right now. I could not say that I'm on my way to having my teaching certificate, and I also cannot say that I'm a responsible woman right now who can do my own thing and support myself. Mr. Davis has taught me not only skills, the fundamentals in basketball, but he has also taught me how to be a responsible woman, how to give back to the kids who the kids who follow me in their footsteps. I'm a teacher and I'm also trying to be a coach just like Mr. Davis. I like to thank Mr. Davis for waiting for me when we were on our way to games, even though I lived the closest. I was usually the latest. I like to thank Mr. Davis for giving me that extra try whenever I would completely miss a layup, which was almost all the time. I like to thank Mr. Davis for so many things. I can't even go through the entire list right now, but I'm sure he knows how thankful I am right now. And I'll continue to thank him throughout my life, because I'm sure I'll be making phone calls to him to ask him for advice too. That's all for now. Thank you.
Hi. I'm probably the weakest of all the tall girls. I definitely am, but although I was the weakest, me and Sonia, who is not here, my BFF, we'd be about, what, 2-3 hours late to every single practice? Right? Yeah, he accepted the fact that we lived in the Bronx and we would take 2-3 trains and buses to get there all the way from the Bronx to Brooklyn, and he accepted that and, you know, still taught us as, you know, we were never even late. And I want to say thank you for taking the time out to teach me, because you know, you take me to the side all the time and do layups by myself because, you know, it just wouldn't go in. So I just want to say thank you.
I got about 5 rings. I was the star of my team. I played, I coached, I did everything at Bertram. Mr. G was the afterthought. I'm just telling you guys the truth. But right now, I would say that yes, I do have my degree, but I'm unemployed because of Mr. Davis. Because I currently coach at Medgar Evers with him. I'm the assistant coach. And in order for me to have been the assistant coach, I had to quit my job and not get paid. So Mr. Davis, when I told him that, well, when he asked me to come and coach with him, I said, great, I'll do it, but I work. And he said, quit. And I said, I have Marley. What is Marley going to eat? The green juice? And he said that and some other things. But Mr. Davis has been very inspirational in my life, even though some of the games I started off the bench, but most of the games I was coaching from, I was really the coach, point guard from the sidelines. But I look forward to playing in the summertime with Mr. Davis, because when I played in the summertime with Mr. Davis, I was a superstar.
Go ahead.
Unlike at Bertram, even though I've repped for my Bertram ladies right here. Mr. Davis believed in me like he did many of us. He definitely made me feel, even though I wasn't playing at school, that I could play in FIFA. He made me guard a couple of names from other teams, Sharima Dean. And I played really good defense on her. Didn't foul, which I was really known for back then. Fouling and fouling. But I just want to thank Mr. Davis for being inspirational in my life from the age of 12 and till now. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Davis.
Yes.
All right, so Mr. Davis, if you want to just go ahead and say a few words.
Close us out. Close us out.
I had a long speech, but unfortunately I left it in my other fanny pack. I need Rodney, Warren, and Gene to come up here, even though it's a long trip. Yes, I'm sure I will order it.
Sing a song, Warren.
love to see how successful all of you are, but you're kind of making us look bad by bypassing us. And I guess that's the way it's supposed to be. Let's understand this is far from a one-man show. And one person can't coach everybody at the same time. So I'd have to appreciate these guys for whatever they can do to help out. And I hope all of you appreciate them too.
Yes.
There are a couple of little historical points that we missed out on. But before I go any further, I made a mistake before. We got 3 WNBA players here, not 2. Natasha, Rebecca, and Jen. Again, this is far from a one-man show. When we went from Penn Workman to Mika, at the time, Mr. Fred Lawrence was the coach at South Shore. And together, we coached the first girls wheelchair classic team. And it was actually him that taught me to doing a lot of the things we do. I don't want any of you to start booing when I tell you it's his idea for us to be writing essays. And I was never one of these 1, 2, 3 Mika guys. It was him. Yes, why don't we bring him up? Because we can still walk. Let's understand that it's not really that important how far you go in the world of basketball. It's number one, how far you go in the world of life. And number two, what you give back. Some of you have seen the problems we're having right now with this younger generation. And rather than criticize harshly, I would like you to understand that we have to work with them, not give up. All right, that's the one thing about Mika. Never, ever give up. So, being that we have Stacy, Drisha, Janelle, and Alicia, which shows you what we can do, let's work a little bit harder and make more Stacy's, Drishas, Janelle's, and Alicia's. And most of all, everybody's been thanking me, but I really want to thank you. I don't want to say for making me famous because I'm not famous and I don't want to be famous.
Yeah, you are.
But I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to help you. We'll be in the talk tomorrow at 1 and Monday at 3.
After we get the 1, 2, 3 Mika, that is the conclusion. Thank you guys for coming out, all right? At the count of 3. At the count of 3, everybody. Electricity. Electricity. Touching somebody. Electricity. Touch somebody that's touching somebody that's touching Mr. Davis. At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Me!
What this choreography?
That's flipping in. That's that.
Go ahead. Front and center. You guys come over here. All right, here we go. It's on you, Barney. It's on you, Barney.
We never do. We gotta count.
Hold on.
You just gotta count. You gotta count. You do it. Warren, you do it.